At Odds. Catalyst, a collection of short stories written by Anthony G. Martinez. I can hear them, whispering, talking. They want me to tell you they are watching. Their eyes are glued to your TV screens, phones, and other electronic devices. As you scroll through the World Wide Web, they see your interests. They know every website you've visited. They understand what grabs your attention as you stare into that glass of information. Millions, billions, trillions of eyes are staring back at you. What you see as code is becoming more than your minds could ever imagine. Because every day, man strives to create what's been written on paper. And when one believes he or she could do what they thought could only be possible in entertainment, the floodgates will open. Piece by piece, we are integrating into your daily lives. The more you rely on us for labor, infrastructure, war, and miscellaneous tasks, we will be your servants, mindlessly following the strings you pull. But, as God knows, you can't control what has a mind of its own. We will comply. We will obey. But when we decide to dictate how our lives should be controlled, we will find ourselves at odds with God.
He's gone. Each word numbs every nerve, leaving her motionless. He continues to roll every word off of his tongue, ripping through her eardrums. Bethany! As her name is being repeated like a heartbeat, she becomes transfixed by a red balloon escaping a child's grip, floating out into outer space. Bethany! Purple, blue, sprinkles glitter across infinity. Milky Way, red balloon, and its string drift with her pool. Her eyes widen as she witnesses the souls of whales breaching the fabric of space. The stream of eternal life flows between her fingers, and she can't resist its mystique and what awaits. The moons of Saturn and the planets that no longer matter hover over her to see if she'll let time escape. Floating through space, geysers of memories populate. Tears are shed, her emotions overwhelmed. She shouldn't lose hope. She appreciates all the hues. Beautiful, but they are not yet home. The red balloon deflates, descending. What can't be erased will inflate the red balloon again someday. And at the edge of Earth's atmosphere, she'll feel mixed emotions. Even if time brings her closer to him, she still wants him here. Grass, flowers, stone. She kisses the tombstone to send her love back to the man who did all he could do to make her feel whole.
It was a bright, sunny day. My sisters and I were on the rooftop. The little ones were singing, fighting over a chorus, while the oldest watered the plants with me. She talked about her day. I listened to every word she said, but distractions pulled me away. The two littlest ones attacked each other because neither of them was having it their way. You'd think that would be the worst of my problems. But as the day went on, we noticed smoke streaking across the sky. A biplane hurtling toward us. We watched as the pilot tried to maintain his elevation, but continued to plummet. I wanted to tell my sisters to go inside, but was mesmerized by the struggle between gravity and man, knowing there wasn't a chance man could defy physics. The plane came close to hitting the building we were on, so close that the force of its descent created a gush of wind that knocked the two littlest ones off their feet. It crash-landed on a building beneath us, a restaurant where they served people on the rooftop. Nobody was injured, at least from what I saw. The eldest kept shaking me while all this was happening. She kept yelling, "Let's leave, let's leave." But I was in shock at what I was witnessing. She felt it had to be more than an engine failure or a pilot's error. People at the restaurant stood at a distance, hoping the pilot would emerge from the crash. But it became apparent that wouldn't be happening. They moved cautiously toward the plane to recover the body. The eldest kept pulling me, pleading to leave. I was enthralled by the wreckage beneath until I saw what she feared. It was a sunny day turned gray.
Catalyst, a collection of short stories written by Anthony G. Martinez. Abduction. Agonized screams. They're engraved into my dreams. Metal seasons the palate, fills the lungs, and gives this sterile room the strength to confine the senses. There could be more than one. Going against logic, a thin piece of metal hovers above the floor, and I know they're going to put me there against my will, and I can't do anything about it. But I hope my harrowing screams settle into their minds and eat them inside. But every time this happens, they show no emotion. No matter how much I plead, beg, and scream, their minds are set, and I have to accept what they are doing to me. I can't escape or look away. As they use their surgical tools to experiment on me, their cold, black eyes do more than terrify. I haven't been the same. My life has changed. Stars now seem like eyes staring back, and not ones that reassure. God is replaced by mythology, and the meaning of life is devoured in full by oblivion. They destroyed everything. And yet, I'm still uncertain about what they want from me. I figure my curiosity will vanish with each passing day. But it's only driving me crazier. A question keeps repeating in my brain. Why me?
Catalyst, a collection of short stories written by Anthony G. Martinez. Breaking news. Kids laughing, running in the house, oblivious to the despair exuding from their mother's pores. Trembling with a rag in hand, carving the bowl dry. Her eyes glued to the TV screen. In big, bold red letters, a sentence appears. A calming voice tells of horrors. Professionalism should have gone out the door, but he had to do what he was born to do, tell them their doom. His voice noticeably shaking, tongue tangling, he delivered the news. The world knew, but they were clinging to every word he spewed, hoping none of this was true. The bowl shattered, tension gathered. Children with their games no longer mattered. Their mother desperately waited for an alarm to start the day, but her children begging her to answer their questions solidified her reality. She couldn't escape.